focus turns firmly on the two strokes yet again. Can Chris Palmer get a second win? He won the 125s last night ahead of Ian Locker and William Dunlop. And you have to fancy those three to be setting the pace in this one as well. They make up the front row, and away they go. A jet of blue smoke, or a puff of blue smoke, leaves the machines. And it's Chris Palmer and William Dunlop with Ian Locker slotting into third place. But it's Chris Palmer who's going to lead them up to Ballachagan for the first time in this race. Ian Locker is second. Dunlop is getting sucked back into the pack. In fact, he's back in fourth, may even be fifth place. Certainly Davy Morgan and number 42, Lee Vernon, were ahead of him there. So it's Morgan in third. It could well be William Dunlop in fourth. Not the best of starts then for William Dunlop. The best of starts, though, go to Chris Palmer. This could be his year. So it's Palmer, it's Locker, and now Dunlop gets past Lee Vernon and is now threatening 71. Davy Morgan in the distinctive pink helmet as we go through Ballinoriss. We're on board with William Dunlop. No room here just yet. Perhaps though, no, Dunlop not close enough for an attack on Ballabeg. 45 is Kevin Strauger. Here goes Palmer. Locker still with him, and Dunlop. Well, we're expecting he's not the greatest this year, really, on the 250s. He's behind Davy Morgan, but here we go with William Dunlop, and the 250s is singing sweetly there. So Dunlop up to third then. Locker content perhaps to sit just behind Chris Palmer as they go around cross four ways, and now we head up to Church Bends. So we could be on for a repeat script from yesterday's 125 race, which was dominated by the three riders who are out at the moment at the front of this race. Palmer from Locker, from Dunlop, Davy Morgan doing very well to stay with them. Chris Palmer from Ian Locker. William Dunlop, who has had success here at Ballown in the past, of course, last year. Though conditions were very different to what they were now. It was rather wet last year. And it's nice to have dry racing at Ballown again this time around. So across the line they go. We're on board with William Dunlop once again in third place. But ever since that win at the Northwest 200 on the 250, he's really been dogged by bad luck. In fact, his brother Michael could well say that William was gifted that victory. He's in third place at present, and if he's going to get a win this time, those his two targets up ahead, Ian Locker and Chris Palmer, and he's got to get close to them before he can even think about getting past them. But certainly Davy Morgan is being left behind in fourth place. So if we're looking for a race winner, it's got to be either Chris Palmer, bike 5, Ian Locker, bike 1, or William Dunlop on bike number 6. Here they come on the back wheel, out of Joey's. I don't think there is one hint of a smooth line on the approach into Ballabeg. But all the time, Dunlop seems to be closing in on Locker and Palmer as they go through Ballawhetstone. And Ian Locker doggedly determined to try and find a way through on Chris Palmer. 4-lap schedule for this one, of course. Should have been 6, but again, everything's had to be squeezed, unfortunately, this year at Ballown. But even so, what we've had in such short space of racing has been fantastic so far. And the 250s again delivering, and William Dunlop is closing right in, isn't he? Well, he can be forgiven for that bad start. In fact, oh, there's no room there, but he's found it. William Dunlop goes through on Ian Locker, and he's not close enough to Chris Palmer, not on this occasion. So Chris Palmer leads then as they go out across four ways, but William Dunlop has gone up into second place. Possibly Palmer and Locker may have been slowing each other up. We'll soon find out, because if William Dunlop can get past Chris Palmer, we'll know for certain. Well, here goes Dunlop on Palmer. Palmer thinks, well, I know he's going to have to yield, and there goes Dunlop into the lead. Dunlop goes through on Palmer now, then can Palmer retaliate quickly? He's running out of road if he's going to do so. It could be a move at Stadium Bend, he thinks against it. So too does Locker. So William Dunlop is the new race leader. William Dunlop will lead them. Locker may be the new second place. He is. Locker goes up into second place and is now looking to get a toe from William Dunlop as they go down towards the start-finish line yet again. Chris Palmer is back in third place and wondering, wow, I've been mugged. 18, Barry Davidson. 45 is Kevin Strauger. 28, of course, Nigel Moore, just ahead of Lee Vernon on bike 42. Out of Ballackagan they go. Locker staying and sticking right with William Dunlop. He has a look behind. Sees that it's Ian Locker that's behind him. For William Dunlop, 24 years of age, Ian Locker. Well, there has been some question marks about his age in the past, certainly in his 40s. Here comes William Dunlop from Ian Locker. Chris Palmer still playing the patient game back in third place, and Locker goes through. Ian Locker goes through, takes the lead. So Palmer's had a go, Dunlop's had a go, and now Ian Locker's had a go up front. And I was going to refer to the 26, 27 years worth of racing knowledge that Ian Locker has built up. And certainly he's shown his experience there. Great move by Ian Locker. And he wasn't given that number 1 plate lightly, was he? Still great battling going on further back. Nigel Moore, 28. Behind him, Lee Vernon, looking for a way through at Ballabeg. Locker, Dunlop. Palmer just dropping off the pace slightly. But up in Church Bends we go. Keep to the left, then tuck in to the curb, then hug to the wall on the left. On the power, or keep the power on practically. So here comes William Dunlop, and you can see him drawing Locker closer to him. Closer and closer, but he's running out of road, so he's going to have to shut the revs off shortly as they come down to stadium. But Locker in the centre of the road. Dunlop just moves out to the right, may just swing it in on the left, perhaps. Keep it out, keep it tight, but no, not on this occasion. So into Castletown corner, and I think it's a 2-horse race now. Chris Palmer, whatever's happened, just can't seem to stay with the front two. So last lap then, William Dunlop chasing Ian Locker, drawing ever closer to the Welshman. Meanwhile, Strauger has got Nigel Moore behind him and Lee Vernon. And that's 15, Dan Sale, of course. Very well known for his excursions on sidecars, and also has proved to be a worthy 250 or two-stroke rider of note in recent years. So then, where is William Dunlop going to do it? Where is he going to play his ace card? Or will the wily old fox, that is Ian Locker, and he knows this circuit better than anyone else. He's the most successful rider around the Ballown track of all time, Ian Locker. And William Dunlop is going to have to come up with something very, very special indeed if he's going to take the honours in this one. Even if he does cross the line in second place, it's going to be a very good showing from William Dunlop. Oh, nice little wiggle there from Ian Locker. And he's on the back wheel and so close to the curb there as well. Really close. Ian Locker's trying, but so too is William Dunlop. He's gone up the inside as they come down across 4 ways. William Dunlop goes through. New race leader, Ian Locker. Can he retaliate? He'll have to dive up the inside. There may well be room. Oh, there is room. Ian Locker's gone through. Up in the first place, and Ian Locker is using every available inch of this circuit, plus a little bit more. And if indeed he does win this race, then who can say that he doesn't deserve it? So down past Great Meadow they go. William Dunlop. It's going to have to be Castletown corner for Dunlop if he's going to make his move. But he is coming in. Oh, and he's got past Locker. He's through on Locker. I was suggesting Castletown corner, but it's now going to be Castletown corner for Ian Locker, is it? Dunlop's keeping it tight. Locker's trying to look through, but no. Now, unless Dunlop has got this wrong, he hasn't. He's timed it for... Oh, has he? No, here comes Ian Locker. They're side by side. It's Ian Locker versus William Dunlop, but Dunlop goes through. Dunlop takes the victory. What a fantastic race. I can just about get my breath back. That was superb. Here comes Chris Palmer to take third. Just hasn't got anything to answer the two guys in front. Chris Palmer helps himself to another podium at Milan, but look at that, just 1/10 of a second the difference between Ian Locker in second and William Dunlop in first. William, you had to work for that one, didn't you? I mean, especially getting the start.
Yeah, I had to work really hard for that one. It was a hard race now, but the wee bike was flying, so it made it a wee bit easier for me now.
Great battle with Ian Locker.
Yeah, Ian's always good round here, and this is why I enjoy racing, coming here to race with Ian and Chris as well. You got to really push yourself, and I had to that time.